Well, we're back right here at the 2009 Discover a New You retreat, and we're with Brandy Starr. How are you doing, Brandy?
I'm doing wonderfully.
Okay, so your name fits you, Brandy Starr. You know, she's a star, y'all. Okay, so you came to be with us this year. What brought you here?
Well, I am a social event planner, and so Shaquilla reached out to me to plan tonight's event, the Make Me Over party, as well as to assist with the fashion show.
Okay. Wow, and the Make Me Over and all that. What made you just step out on faith? You know, we talked about that with some others before. You know, it's like, oh, I got this business idea, but to really just get out on the ledge and do it, what made you do it?
Well, I've been planning events really for as long as I can remember, and mostly for family and friends, and people had always pushed me, you know, you should start your own business, you should start your own business, and I, of course, had 1,000 reasons why that was a bad idea. And when I planned my own wedding earlier this year, you know, through the process that I was interviewing a coordinator for the day of, and all 3 people I interviewed asked me, why are you not doing this professionally? And, you know, that kind of really resonated with me. And at the same time, I was working for AIG. And unless you've been under a rock, you've heard of everything that happened with AIG. So job stability was really called into question. And so I started thinking, you know, I'm a mother of 4, you know, newlywed. There has to be some other way. You know, I can't live on a day-to-day basis knowing that someone can take my livelihood from me at any given moment. And so that was when I really started to just kind of write down my ideas and slowly kind of ease my way into the idea of being a business owner. And then I just started getting, you know, referrals from people and calls, and it was like, I haven't even started yet, you know, how are you guys finding me? And, you know, people were just kind of coming out of the woodworks like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And that was really, you know, the sign for me that it's time to, you know, just do it. And I did.
Okay. Oh, that's good. But you know, you were destined to be. And the type of industry that you're working in, you got to have a certain type of personality. You definitely have that. You know, and then to hear you worked at AIG, so you came out of a corporate business environment, and now look what you're doing. Tell us about the services that you provide.
Okay, at Star-Studded Weddings and Events, we are a full-service event planning company. Pretty much if it's social, we do it. We not only do weddings, but birthday parties, anniversaries, and I also offer some special niche products where I will come into your home and plan events in your home, dinner parties, wine tastings, game nights, because what ends up happening is you have people over and you spend the whole night, you know, refilling the hors d'oeuvres and checking for toilet paper and all these things, and everyone's gone, and then you're like, where did the day go? And so, you know, I actually will come on hand. I teach people how to host effectively, and then I also manage everything so that they can enjoy their guests. So we've got those kinds of services, design services. I do custom-made photo guest books. Instead of doing just a plain sign your name here, I use, you know, a couple or an individual's photos to really, you know, give them a keepsake. So pretty much anything related to a social event, whether business or personal, we've got it.
Okay. And so now what area, I can't remember, what area you were from?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, but I pretty much service all of the Southeast.
Okay, so that was the question. Do you go to them? So in the Southeast, pretty much, Florida, Alabama, in those areas that you can be right there for them. So I just got to ask you, what's probably one of the most memorable places or something that you did for someone?
I have a girl that I'm working with for a graduation party, and you know, it took her, she went through a lot to get to her graduation, and her mother passed away 2 years ago. And you know, when she came to me, she was like, you know, it's really important for me to honor my mother for this event, but also to not make it too depressing. She's like, I want it to be, you know, celebratory, but I don't want, you know, I don't want to leave her out. And so, you know, I've been working with her father, so she really doesn't even know what's happening. But the theme for the event is the past, present, and future. And a part of the past is honoring her mother. And so we've got different tributes that we are doing that are in a happy nature. Some of the photos from when she was a young girl of her and her mother. There was when she first went off to college, her mother had written her a letter that, was kind of showing some sentiment as to, her encouragement for her daughter. So we have someone in the family that's actually going to read that, and just things like that I know is just going to really be priceless for her. And that's really what moves me. It's like my motto is I create memories that last a lifetime. And that's really what I want to do, is give people those memories that 20 years from now, although they might not remember the cake or the music or anything else, they'll remember those special moments.
Okay. Oh, and that is powerful, because you're right. We can always get together and have a party, but when it's something that's really creating memories, something that we'll always remember, we can look back on, remember? Yeah, or pulling back from the past, like what you did. That was wonderful. I know we're probably down to about a couple of minutes or so, but you're doing a workshop. How do you, or what should I say, not how do you, but what is it that you're going to do to inspire and uplift?
Well, I am going to teach people how to host a dinner party with pizzazz. So many people don't really know how to host. They feel like, I don't have enough seating. I don't know what to serve. Or just never even think to do something so simple as to bring together, just 10 of their closest family and friends to celebrate small milestones. I got a raise. I had a good day. Anything is really a reason to celebrate. So I'll be teaching women the simple and easy ways to have a dinner party that's just a step above the rest. Make sure people leave asking, when is the next event? So we'll go over things about how to, create the environment, what to serve, who to invite, how to make sure that it flows well. So I'm looking forward to talking to the ladies, and I hope that after this event, everyone will go home and plan their next dinner party.
Okay. Well, I need to be sitting in there. I'm one of those kind. I always go overboard, and yeah, by the time we're all having a good time, I'm back here, won't they go home, because you're tired from it. So this is good. This is good.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, well, y'all, Brandy Starr, come on, a star. Okay, she's going to teach you how you can be a star at your own party. Okay, thank you, Brandy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.